Horseshoe. Here's Marky Post.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Horseshoe presents the Merry Machinations, the prodigious pranksterism, the flim-flam-flahui. Here comes the judge, Harry Anderson.
One you can do at home. Fun with science and our friend, static electricity. Try it at home. Find a balloon. Fill it with air. Rub it in a head full of hair. You, sir, could invite a friend, perhaps, to help with this. Rub the balloon, charging it with immense amounts of static electricity. Throw in a gag if you like. And then find a wall. Or a really big carved proscenium arch if you have one. And witness the wonder of static electricity. Okay. It wasn't that good, but it didn't take that long. Oh, you like cards, do you? Here's a card, boy. Here's a card. You don't play solitaire in a phone booth with this one, boy. You, if that is your real name, hi. Think of a card. Think of any card. Think of a card. Think of a card. Think of a card. Think of a card. Was that it? No, then it must have been one of these. Wow! Two for two. Boy, oh boy. Now, let me show you a card trick for real. Darling, take that deck of cards. First day with your new hands, you got them okay. Examine that deck. You make sure that is an absolutely ordinary, unprepared deck of cards, and take your time, because we're going to do the trick with these cards. Because I don't know any tricks with absolutely ordinary, unprepared cards. You know, first card trick I ever saw was shown to me by my grandpa back when I was just a little bitty smudge of a thing. Of course, Grandpa never called it a card trick. He referred to it as a game of chance. It went like this. Grandpa would pull out 4 cards from a deck. Now, they could be any 4 cards. Of course, the cards he used weren't this large, but I was younger then, and I want you to remember this the way I do. Any 4 cards will do. Here's a 5, a king, an ace, and an 8. The main thing is that they're all different suits and all different values, so they're easy to tell apart. Now, the game was simplicity itself. Grandpa would turn over one of these cards, slip it back into the stack, and I had to guess which card he had turned. To make it interesting, he added a little wager to it. If I guessed correctly, Grandpa would buy me an ice cream cone. But if I was wrong, I'd have to mow his lawn. Now, you may notice I turned out a bit on the thin side. Grandpa, on the other hand, has one of the most beautifully manicured lawns in the state. The reason for that is that his little game of chance was really a hustle, pure and simple. You see, when he turned over the card in the stack, I wasn't supposed to see which card it was, but each time I somehow managed to get a peek. Now, that I considered an advantage in a game like this, little knowing that I was falling for Grandpa's sucker move. We all saw me turn the 8. Yet if I were to bet with Grandpa that the 8 was turned over in this stack, he would show me that no, it wasn't the 8, but rather the king that was turned, and zap, I'd be out mowing the lawn. Well, after a week or so of that, I wised up a bit. The next time Grandpa turned the 8 over in the stack, the next time I got a peek of that, I didn't guess the 8, I guessed the king. And wouldn't you know, Grandpa just winked and showed me that it wasn't the king or the 8 turned over. It was, in fact, the ace that he had turned over in the stack, and there I was pushing the mower once again. I knew he was cheating me. In fact, I knew better than that. I knew that the man had some trick cards. These are trick cards, friends. In fact, they're mark cards. Did you see the markings? They're kind of subtle. They're woven into the back pattern. You have to really look for them. But if you squint and get a good look, I think you'll see the F for 5, the A for ace, the K and the E for the king and the 8. You know, Grandpa, he not only taught me how to do card tricks, he taught me how to spell.